Rise of industry traffic. Oh, I can't believe that just happened. Okay, so I have an issue here with traffic congestion. And I've been watching it for a long time. It's been at 99 for a long time. So it's too congested over here. I built bridges so that it's easier for trucks to get out. It didn't help. I built a one-way road so you don't have traffic coming in both directions, and it gives them two lanes to queue up in. But it really doesn't matter because in front of the entrances, it's not a one-way road. They have to switch to the right lane and then go back to the left lane. So I'm going to give another shot at fixing this. It's still at 99. I'm going to take the buildings with these roads and I'm going to rotate them so that they have access on the other roads. Turn on the bubbles. So this is a paper mill, and it makes heavy pulp. Really doesn't have any resources. I'm going to delete this paper mill. Then I'm going to go over here, and I am looking for paper mill. I'm going to put it like this. And then I am going to put heavy pulp and then put it at 200%. So that should help alleviate some of the issues with traffic. Over here I have another building, same thing. Delete this building. Go to factories, paper mill. Going to rotate it, hitting the R key, put it over here, set it to heavy pulp, and then to 200%. Now it looks like the vehicles are making better use of both lanes. But I still got these other buildings over here that have to be dealt with. So I'm going to delete this one. Go to factories, paper mill, rotate it hitting R. And then go to heavy pulp. And then 200%. I'm going to rotate, hitting the Q key. A little bit disoriented. There's the warehouse, there's the bridge. Okay. This is the building over here. Paper Mill 8 needs to go. I'm going to do paper mill, hit R to rotate, drop it down, put heavy pulp, and then 200%. Okay, it's still at 99 because it's so easy for vehicles to come in. They're just running in like crazy. And in fact, if it says 99, it's probably more than 99. It could be hundreds for all we know. It obviously rounds off the number. You can see that they're queuing up on this road, but they're not getting out so easy. They're still having trouble getting out. So one of the ideas I had was to let them make a right turn over here, or even a left turn, but I know they're going to get backed up. The other thing is to knock down paper mill 21 and let them exit by moving forward. This is an air purifier. So I could remove the air purifier and the water well. And maybe it will help them get out if they want to go that way, but I don't know if they do. They might just not go that way. Okay, here's an issue over here. We got some trucks coming in. I think I can make a connection to the main road. Like so. And I think it will reduce some of the trucks heading on this road over here. It looks like there is space to build a road over here in the median. I can remove that, obviously. There's a truck taking that road that I made. So it did make a difference. But it's still at 99. They're still taking too long to get out of here. And now this road is mostly empty, when before it was a major source of congestion. So I do have some ideas. I might have to let them come down this road over here and go up that road over there. It's not going to impact any of the industries. So the other issue is we got all these vehicles trying to enter the warehouse. I could find another way to route them. This one's busy too. And he's got one-way roads going all the way around. You know what? I think I'm going to have to build another warehouse. That's the only solution. I'm going to build another warehouse. Going to be right here. Obviously you can put it over here and then you give a lot of length for the vehicles to queue up. The issue with doing this is that they're going to go in and then when they come out they have to cross vehicles that are going in. So you don't want that warehouse. Hitting R to rotate. I'm going to drop this one down. I think it's going to be called Paper Mill 6. And I will increase it to 40, which is really scary. It's going to make it congested. And I could put a Zeppelin. But it really doesn't matter because everything that's coming in is going to be stuff that's used locally. So the Zeppelin's really not going to help that much. Okay, so we got this other warehouse. The autosave is in progress, so we got to wait a few moments for the autosave to complete. And then I'm going to show you what the heat map looks like for traffic congestion. Never really see anything interesting because I built a decent road system and fixed all the problems. So you go over here to layers, show traffic heat map. You can see where the congestion is. This one over here, it just needs another road. It's not that big of a deal. I don't like playing with the heat map on, so I am going to turn it off. What's important is that there is a new warehouse that has nothing in it. And the key is, how do you take advantage of the Zeppelin to get stuff out of here? This is a big deal because I'm having trouble with production because this paper mill is just so overcrowded. The trucks that go to factories carry less than a truck from a warehouse. Warehouse trucks can carry more. So you want the warehouse trucks going in and out. It would be better for the warehouse truck to deliver something somewhere. I'm going to look at the punch cards. I'm going to go to paper mill and punch cards. Unfortunately, it shows you how it produces the punch card, but it doesn't show you what the punch card is used for. So, oh look, it went down to 94. So I'm going to click on the punch card and then look at factories. It goes to here. Got to find what this plant is. Well, it must be used for okay, that's the paper mill. It's used for whatever this is. Buttons, those are buttons? Interface. So the punch card goes to the interface. There's no use in having punch cards in this warehouse. You got to get them out of there. But the issue is it's very highly congested. So even if the route's already there, they're not going to leave. And it's still at 99. I'm going to see if we got punch cards. In the destinations. So it looks like it is going to petrochemical. You see that? Look at that. It's only bringing one unit at a time. It should be bringing more than one. That was a mistake I made, which is going to cause congestion. This is not picking up the slack. I think my only choice is going to be to reduce the number of tiles. And that's still kind of wide. I'm going to bring it down to 20 tiles. Let's see what happens when we bring it down to 15 tiles. I'm going to bring it down to 20 tiles. And we're going to see if that makes a difference. It should cause less vehicles going in. Put it on fast forward. You got to wait for all the vehicles that are en route to make it to the warehouse to drop off their stuff before it really takes effect that I reduced the radius of the warehouse. It becomes essentially ineffective. I wanted to fulfill some contracts. I've got all this cardboard and I couldn't deliver anything. Couldn't make anything. Still up there. Still C99. Again, it's because there's so many vehicles going in that they're not leaving fast enough. Oh, my game's a little bit sensitive because it's a little slow. The map is very big. Put down to regular speed. Oh, come on. I don't like that there's no mini-map in the game. I think I missed it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's starting to go down into the 80s. So I turned these buildings so that the access roads were not through this central corridor. And I built these bridges because it was just causing congestion over here. And I built the road over here so the vehicles don't have to come around. And I built a new warehouse, and it is starting to come down, and I had to reduce the radius. I had to do everything, and I had to make these all one way. You know, I could probably delete this road. It's not even used. Down to 66. So at least I did make some progress. Down to 58. That's really good. I know it's just going to cause congestion somewhere else. So I turned on the traffic heat map. You can see that there's congestion over here. And of course, how do you fix it? Down to 51. So that means that they're exiting faster than they're entering. And these guys are all probably waiting to enter. I might have to take some other action. See how Paper Mill 6 is going. Got nothing. I'm going to send this to the Petrochem Plant 22, if I can find it. I have an idea where it is. I think it's going to go to home goods or automotive. I'll put it in home goods. Very important to hit this button to send multiple units, and then I'm going to click this to go back to the building. Down to 43. The only thing I can do beyond this is shut off the access from some of the plants. Like, I can make it so that the punch cards don't go here. This is incoming. Okay, so find out where the paper roll goes. You want to have variety in the warehouse so that you have storing more items. So the wood doesn't really need to be here, but it goes to the pulp, and the ink is probably used for the paper roll. I might have to reduce the range to 15. It's only, okay, so it's down to 20. I'm going to leave it as it is and wait a bit to see what happens. Got another traffic congestion problem here. They might be going back and forth with the island, or maybe they're going to this warehouse over here. I could divert the island traffic so it has to go around. You know what I could do? I could just knock out this bridge over here. Just gotta go like that. So what's going to happen is the island traffic is going to have to find another way. The ones that weren't going to the warehouse aren't going to go to the warehouse. I'm going to make a one-way road over here. It's going to go like this, and then like that, and then it's going to cross over. So they can go to the warehouse, but they have to take a little bit of a longer route, and hopefully they'll be going on these other roads that I made in order to get to town. And to come back, they're not going to be able to come this way to come back to the island. There isn't another way. Yeah, I mean, you got this road over here to take them back to the island. And I've got this other bridge over here, which apparently they don't use. Because they're all going to that warehouse, I bet. Thermal Point, Port B. I could just build another port for thermal. They're dropping off things like sand. The other thing I could do is I could use the Zeppelins, and that will reduce the road traffic. You know, Thermal Port B is accessible by boat. So maybe I could switch anything to Thermal Port B to go by boat instead. Oh, he's got 60 coming out of here. Got another issue. And he doesn't have a lot of routes. Yeah, this guy's going to need another warehouse. It's just too congested here. Or I'd have to build a road alongside so they can get out more easily. I think I'd have to build some more land. It's just going to create more traffic congestion. Over here I could build a warehouse, but this really isn't a lot. I mean, it's just some water. It's not going to really reduce a lot of the traffic. I don't know if these trees are being cut down. It says lumberyard harvester. Storage is full. Okay, I'm going to do some terraforming. I think you drag. Oh, look at that. That was easy. Okay, so the question is, do I build one-way roads or do I build another warehouse? I could build a one-way road over here and then another road going around. But that's not what the problem is. Or I could build a road going through here that, maybe it won't. Okay, I'm going to build a port. I'm going to use the terraforming. And I'm going to try to build a port like this. Hit the R to rotate. Drop it down like that. Now, no difference. Nothing goes by sea. The one going to the hardware store is not efficient because it doesn't carry enough material. You want to go to a warehouse. I'm going to check to see about Zeppelins. This one's using a Zeppelin. They're all using Zeppelins. How is this place so busy? Virtually none of the traffic is going on the surface road. This goes to local towns. And it's going by Zeppelin. This is crazy. I don't understand it at all. And you know what? I don't see vehicles. Okay, here we got some vehicles going back and forth. And those are Zeppelins. Okay. This makes no sense at all. This is Warehouse 60. It's not showing any indication of road traffic. There I see Zeppelins. This is outgoing. We're going to look at incoming. There's only a few items incoming. And there they are. Look at outgoing. Looks like the glassworks and smelter, which is nearby. Waiting for sand and water. It looks like there's a vehicle waiting over here. Okay, so what I can do with this one is I can reduce the range. How many tiles it covers. Even though the traffic has subsided, I'm going to reduce the range a little bit. This one's at 25. It's not so bad. That one's at 19. I guess I did a really good job with the production. Okay, so I'm going to check the destinations to make sure they're sending more than one unit. Looks like they are. This one has Zeppelins. So anything where I can send a Zeppelin, I'm going to do that. It seems like okay. I'm guessing that there's so many Zeppelins coming in. They're delivering so many products that the trucks are leaving to deliver everything that the Zeppelins are bringing in. That's probably what the problem was. So you've been rewarded for watching this video this far. The Zeppelins are probably causing the traffic congestion. And this one is at 99. So I'm going to check. The easy thing to do is check the connections. Make sure everything is wait until full instead of sending one unit. This has Zeppelins, it has trains, and it has boats. So it's the same situation. They're delivering a lot of products here. and it's not being shipped out fast enough. So that means I'm going to have to put a port somewhere around here, or maybe over here I could put a Zeppelin, and I could move stuff into there instead of moving it by truck wherever it's going. Everything here is going to the diner, the grocery store. This one says thermal port A, which is like right, one is here and maybe one is here. You could go by Zeppelin. Paper mills. Okay, I think I have an idea. This is what I'm going to do. Everything from the island, all of this stuff is going into thermal port B. And I'm going to make another warehouse. Maybe I'll put it up over here so that the stuff that they're making that's going far away doesn't get congested in thermal port B. Or the other option is to make a Zeppelin and just fly it out. See all these warehouses over here? And they're empty. I know it's all going to say like, okay, this is just for local use. So anything, this is thermal port A. Okay, I need some time to think about this problem, but clearly the Zeppelins are the problem. Okay, so this is rise of industry, traffic congestion. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.